Hi everyone, as John said, I'm Janette and I have CF, and so does my husband, Dave, which is a little bit unusual. We are both enrolled in the Orkambi clinical trial, and Barry has graciously given me the opportunity to share our personal experience of this new drug combination with you all. I will leave the science and the medicine up to Barry. When I first heard about Kalydeco and the transformative effect it had in people with gating mutations, I wondered whether a groundbreaking treatment for all people with CF might be just around the corner. I closely followed developments at Vertex and was excited to learn that they had at least one other drug, lumacaftor, in the pipeline for people with 2 copies of the F508del mutation. Both Dave and I have 2 copies of F508del, so I tracked developments even more avidly. As soon as I discovered that the phase 3 clinical trial for the combination of Kalydeco and lumacaftor had trial locations in New South Wales, I was instantly interested in taking part. I did a lot of emailing and phoning and managed to secure a screening appointment for myself and Dave at Westmead. We both successfully passed screening and the trial began. Despite very long days at the hospital, many blood tests, questionnaires and ECGs, we were very excited. Dave began the trial a few weeks before I did, and we had a celebratory dinner on the night that he took his first dose of the medication. We were filled with much hope for positive improvement, and we couldn't wait to see what our lives might look like with these drugs zooming around our bloodstream. As a result of this trial, I have experienced many positive benefits. 2 weeks after I first took my dose of known active drug, my lung function increased by about 10%. My lung function has historically bounced up and down quite a bit, but this is no longer the case. It's now holding steady at this new level, which is really pleasing. My exercise tolerance has increased, which enabled me to commit to an exercise program more easily. I've seen much improvement in my fitness, and I'm working towards the goal of running 10 kilometres in a row by the end of this year. This was not on my radar pre-Orkambi. My quality of life has increased too. My exacerbations have decreased. I lasted 3 whole years between hospital admissions, which I'm happy to boast is my longest stint IV-free since high school. I am still taking all of my medication and doing all of my treatment, but I can afford to be a tad more flexible without it having a negative impact upon my health. I also prefer to substitute exercise for chest clearance on occasion. Life is simply a little bit easier. I feel as though my CF handicap has lessened. I have much more confidence in my lungs these days, and I have much more hope for my future. For me, Orkambi is like a cup of coffee in the morning. I could get out of bed and participate in my daily grind without coffee, but let's face it, I don't want to. Coffee peps me up. It greases the rails of my life. It doesn't stop my day being difficult, but it sets it up superbly so I can hit the ground running. Likewise, Orkambi gives my body the best chance possible before I take my other medications and do my treatment. Meanwhile, Dave has had the complete opposite experience. His health has actually declined during the trial. His lung function, exercise tolerance and quality of life have decreased, and his number of exacerbations have increased. Over the last year in particular, we have had to invest more resources into maintaining his health. Despite this, he has struggled to stabilise, and we are disappointed that Orkambi has not appeared to have a positive effect upon him in any way. Let me be clear, we don't think Orkambi has directly led to his decline. Our theory is that his decline would have happened whether he was enrolled in the trial or not. This is clearly not the outcome that we were hoping for. Allow me a few observations regarding a few other aspects of our health whilst on the trial. Neither of us gained any weight. In fact, we both lost weight. We have not noticed any improvement in our gastrointestinal symptoms. I recently acquired a bowel obstruction, which was very unfun. Dave has CF-related diabetes and did not notice any difference in his symptoms or need to change his management. I believe that some people on the Orkambi trial experienced elevated liver enzymes, but this was not the case with us. Our enzymes remained within the normal range. We essentially experienced no side effects of the medication. Soon after my very first dose of known active drug, I did experience a little bit of shortness of breath and chest tightness, but I haven't noticed a repeat of that after any other doses. In summary, we are both very glad that we had the opportunity to take part in this groundbreaking trial. I, of course, have benefited and hope to continue feeling as well as I have been. Dave has had a unique opportunity to try Orkambi and is thankful for that as well. We both hope that all Australians and New Zealanders with the correct genotypes are able to try the medication for themselves and that they experience improved and more robust health. More than that, in time, we hope that all people living with CF, no matter what their genotype, have access to a medication that treats the underlying cause of CF. Thanks again for the opportunity to share our personal experience with you all, and I'll now hand over to Barry for the main part of this session.